Okay.
All right, looks like we're live. Aloha, everybody. My name is Russ.
And I'm Kerry.
And we are the roads we roam. Today, we're in a park in Boulder City. We just thought, you know what? It's such a beautiful day here. Let's get out and enjoy the sunshine and before it gets too incredibly hot, because it's going to get hot today.
I know in Las Vegas they said it only hit like mid-90s yesterday, but when we got out to our truck and we're driving around yesterday, it was 101.
Yeah.
So we're getting all this outside time early in the day.
Yeah, and the other thing too was the RV stayed nice and cool. We only ran the front AC yesterday, and it was enjoyable in there.
It was very enjoyable.
Had a lot of time inside the RV editing the Saturday video yesterday. We were running behind because there's so much going on, so we kind of edited and got it done and got it uploaded all on the same day.
Do you want to know who's in the room?
Sure, let's hear it.
All right, good morning, Mary, aka Getting an RV.
Hey Mary, thanks for joining us.
Donna Delahanty.
Hey Donna.
Miss Stacy Forrest.
Hello Stacy, glad you're with us.
3 for the Road RV.
Hey guys, thanks for joining us.
Mika Long.
Hey Mika.
Deborah Cadabra. And
Hi,
Dennis
Deborah.
Throckmorton.
Hey Dennis.
We're getting people from all over the place this morning. From Michigan, Kentucky.
I was watching them chat. Some people have good weather, some people have cool and cold weather.
We have a first-time visitor, Arkansas Traveler.
Hey, Arkansas Traveler.
Thank you so much for joining us
Yeah.
and taking time out on your Sunday. We have Two Doves Nation. Good morning,
Hey, guys.
So Mary said the trees are starting to get their leaves on them. They're so bright and beautiful. I noticed that when we first came into Vegas a few weeks ago, they really didn't have anything. We went out to Pahrump for a week and a half, 2 weeks.
10 days.
Came back and they all have that really bright green look to it. Here in Boulder City, it's an anomaly. I don't know what they do here, but
They spend a lot of money on wall there. You know, the reason
it's incredibly green.
The reason why it's so green up here is Boulder City has a different water rights from the Colorado River, which was all contracted back when they were building Hoover Dam back in the 1930s.
Also, they still have all those water rights.
All those water rights. They still have electrical rights too. That's why electricity is so cheap up here. But I think that's due to be renegotiated. And I think the bigger cities like LA and Phoenix are due to get a lot of
people don't realize how much power is generated from Hoover Dam.
Well, a lot of people too think that Hoover Dam, again, I used to work at Hoover Dam, so I kind of know these things. Boulder City was a work city. It sprung up for the workers that were building Hoover Dam. And a lot of people think that Hoover Dam was made to make electricity. No, electricity is a byproduct at Hoover Dam, and they just sell that off to pay for the function of the dam. It's more flood control. The other interesting fact about Hoover Dam is that it does not take any taxes. Your taxes don't fund that. The sale of electricity funds that. Okay, let's get caught up.
You will be quizzed at the end of the hour, I'm just saying.
I should go back. I'd always love to go back to Hoover. I used to be a police officer back there, but I always hung out with the guides, always kind of listened to the tours. I wouldn't mind being a tour guide down there. Abby, shush. Shush.
Good morning.
So we are in a park and there are people, and Abby is being unsociable as usual.
So coffee with Kerry and Russ. We are having coffee, but it's iced coffee this morning.
It's too warm.
It's already over 80 degrees.
Yeah.
So we have a little bit of iced coffee going this morning. Lewis is here.
Hey, Lewis.
And Mary said, Russ and Kerry are not making their appearance. So maybe we missed something? I don't know. And then Mary said, maybe the dogs will take over.
Can everybody hear us? Are we here?
Yeah, so we're going to do a test. Neville Ending Adventures.
Hey guys, thanks for joining us.
They're here as well. And then Stacy said, don't tell me you bought a house.
No.
No, that's one you're not going to have to worry about. Okay, Donna said all good here, yes. So,
okay, good.
We're on there. We can never tell what streams, whether it's from our end or your end, so that's why we kind of put
We kind of wanted you guys to be able to see back this way because that's where the park is, but all the benches are set facing this way. So, and we're in the very back part of the park where the neighborhood is.
Which I get because you're facing the main drag.
Yeah.
We didn't realize today is what their spring celebration.
Yeah. They've got a
And
big show going on here.
all antique cars. We're going to try to get to it later,
I don't think so.
but we've been, for every 20 or 30 cars going that way towards the show, maybe one will come back. So
Yeah.
there's a lot of people in Boulder City. It's not a very big
It's a
town.
tiny town with 2 lanes going in and out, so it's difficult to get back there.
Arnold and Josie and the fur babies gave
Hey
the
guys,
first thumbs up.
thank
Hi,
you so
guys.
much for it. Appreciate it.
Okay, Mary said we're good now.
All right.
Arkansas Traveler was welcomed officially by one of our ambassadors, Stacy Forrest, as a member of the road crew. So yes, if you are joining us, you are an official member of the road crew.
Yep.
And not only do we share our experiences on the road and RVing, but we also love for you all to share your things. That's why we try to read as many comments as we can.
Yeah.
We love to follow all of you
Well-
and hear your stories on the road as well.
Exactly. These live chats are a little bit different than a lot of people run their live chats. Their live chats are mostly them talking, and they may interact with the folks that are joining them. Ours is mostly about you guys. We love to hear what you're saying. We love to answer your questions on the fly. And one of the things we really enjoy is watching you guys go back and forth. Kerry and I were watching some of the chit chat going back and forth
As we were setting up,
as we were setting up this morning before we got on there, and it was just a cool feeling. It was like, wow, what a great community we have here.
Adventures in RV Living says, good morning. Sorry I'm late. I was watching your Border Patrol vid. Now I know what magnet fishing is.
You know, a lot of people didn't. A lot of people don't know what that is. It's just a fun thing that I got into. If anybody's wondering what that is about, it's I was out magnet fishing, which is getting ferrets. Usually you get knives and fishing equipment and stuff like that. Sometimes people find guns. But I was out there. Border Patrol contacted me, let me know that I was on some private property. They didn't tell me to leave, but I was on private property, so I probably shouldn't have been there, so I just left. So I got a lot of people really bashing me on there, saying, oh, you were they called me a bootlicker. They said, you don't know your rights. You have no idea, and saying you should have stood up for your rights. I really didn't think I had any rights to be there since it was private property, so I just left. And being prior law enforcement, I know what it's like when people are difficult. And I also know how, no matter how the situation is going, it cannot end well when you're giving a law enforcement officer trouble. I mean,
Okay, you're getting Russ going on a tangent like Bob Wells with reflecting.
yeah, I know.
Sorry.
Okay, we'll just leave that be here.
Lewis said he may need to cut it short. There are crazy storms there in Brooksville, and a
Ah.
big tree just fell.
Oh my goodness.
So I guess I'll be pulling out a chainsaw soon. So if anybody needs firewood, contact Lewis.
Lewis, yeah.
Stacy said, gotta tell you, I love the new bike Kerry. Any chance Billy will ride in a basket? Oh my goodness.
Yes.
Definitely, yes.
Yeah, Kerry is ordering a thing off of Amazon. I have no idea why you decided to take a drink right in the middle of your conversation
she
there.
said definitely.
I gotcha.
I said definitely, so I drank it. Don't you know the game?
I just thought that was a really weird time to take a drink. I'm like, you're answering a question here. But no, Kerry's been shopping on Amazon for baskets that have little, what are they? So you can secure Abby in there, or Billy in there, and you can also pull it off and go in and do your shopping.
Like it's
too.
a little bag as well, which I really liked. So I think that's the one. I haven't ordered it yet, but I was narrowing it down. I've taught myself over time now that when I fall in love with something, especially online, like on Amazon, sleep on it for 24 hours, and then if I still want it the next day, then I'll go ahead and order it. So I did find one, and then I'm going to try it out. But with Billy, I noticed even with our little pouch that I have, the little backpack, that
Billy
one
ears.
Okay, I didn't even see. Billy.
Abby's over here.
But I wanted to have something that had more of a net so she could move around, but if she did get startled by something, she couldn't sneak out of it. Because sometimes with the backpack, that's how I typically wear it on the front, because if she gets nervous, sometimes she can get a paw through and try to scurry out of it. Enclosed, but with something she could see. So yes, I'm getting the basket to go on my cute little bike. And I took it for a ride through the campground yesterday. It's been years since I just rode a bike.
Well,
I felt like a kid. I was doing little zoomies.
We were actually filming that time, and I had to go grab something, and I came back, and I was like, where's Kerry? She was gone. Like, took off, gone. Like, not even in sight. I was like, wow.
I can remember just as a kid, like in 8th grade, that was freedom. And I could go visit my friends across on the other side of town. Now, granted, I lived in a very small town growing up. But, you know, those were the days that you could get on the bike, travel out, and your parents said, be home by dark.
Yeah.
And then the world was yours, and you could just go everywhere and do everything. That's what I felt like on the bike.
You know, back then, nowadays, kids text each other, hey, where are you at? When we were all kids, I'm sure most of you here, you just kind of rode around the neighborhood until you looked for a pile of bikes, you know. Oh, everybody's here.
Well, when we bought our house in Vegas, we had one of those neighborhoods, our poor daughter, because we didn't plan this, but everybody around us all had boys within a year or two of Brett. So there were all these boys, and Kiana was like the sole little girl.
Yeah.
But we had the house with a pool, so they were, there were 2 houses with pools.
Yeah.
So the boys would alternate in the morning, and then they'd wear us out, and then they'd go over to the other friend's house and then wear their parents out, and that was the routine during the day. Your mom said, hi, Mom. She
Mom.
said, Russ, you were an awesome police officer. I still remember your police officer voice and the way you'd look when you were in police mode and wanted the person's attention.
Well, yeah.
Wait, Mary wants to have you do the police officer voice now.
The police officer voice, I really don't know what it was. It was more of a look and stance, I think. You know,
Well,
is what it
you
was.
had to have the sunglasses on with the drill
And it was
instructor
always,
stern.
it wasn't face on like this. It was always bladed when you're talking to somebody. Have the hands up, and I don't really think it was voice. I think it was more stance and stature and just the way you carried yourself. Your voice probably carries a different tone when you're wearing that badge.
And then I had to remind him when he came home to get out of the police officer persona.
That was difficult. Yeah, it really was.
He went from that mode where everybody had to listen to him without question for a good reason, and then having little toddlers at home that really didn't care what you said. I mean,
I've been seeing a lot of chats here. Let's catch up.
So Floyd the dog, hey guys.
Hey Floyd.
This is Jim and Pam in Seattle,
Jim
our
and
new
Pam.
neighborhood. Love watching videos, and we think Russ was spot on with the officers. Our son lives in Seattle.
He does.
So
yeah, well, thank you so much. I appreciate
we should
it.
send Brett a Roads We Roam t-shirt because he has to rep his parents.
Yes.
And then if anybody from Seattle sees him, then you can say, hey, Brett, because he'll be the only person there with
There
it.
you go.
Donna said, do you have any photos to share, Janice? Russ has one. Didn't you put one up recently?
Yeah, I can't remember where I put it. Facebook? Was it on Facebook? I've got some old police photos.
Oh, no. If you check, I think 2 or 3 weeks ago we did, and you were talking about getting emotional about Hoover Dam.
The Hoover Dam one. There's a picture of me and a couple buddies. I was in a yellow shirt, police bike shirt at the time. I was doing bicycle patrol. So yeah, there's a picture there.
Get Bronson's here. I'm in time. Happy Sunday.
Hey, Chuck. Thanks for
You
joining us.
were up early this morning posting your videos.
Yeah.
Man of the Mountain or Mountain Man.
We were the first ones to see that. We got a good laugh on it. Always love your videos, Chuck.
Lewis said, you have no power now. Oh, he has no power now. Got it.
Who, me?
Lewis.
Oh, I was going to...
Because
Oh,
of
boy.
storms?
Yeah. I was going to say you're right. I've lost 3 of our last... I'm sorry. I've lost... Oh, I just ruined that joke. I'll just say...
That was a joke.
Yeah, I was going to say, you're right. I have no power. I've lost 8 of our last 3 arguments. Kerry and I. Damn, I hate when I mess those up.
I love it. But yes, Lewis, he said, I guess I need to start full-timing soon.
There you go,
You
Lewis.
wouldn't be running into that problem.
Can come caravan with us.
And if you had a boondocking beast,
Yeah.
no worries there. Billy's getting ready to assert her dominance over 2 quite large dogs walking by. Hopefully
Yeah,
not.
they're way away. We don't have to worry about them.
So Your mom said, correction, you weren't smiling either. So in all your police officer mode,
Oh
you
yeah,
never smile.
yeah. You know, I used to get that too. I get that smile. It'd say smile.
Yeah, because you didn't look happy doing that. Donna said, my second husband was a police officer. Thank you for your service.
Well, thank you so much. I appreciate it. It was something that I enjoyed doing, and it was an honor to do. And back in the day when I was young, I would have done it for free. Heck, I probably would have even, I remember coming home telling you sometimes I would pay to do that if we could afford it.
If y'all remember that show Cops that was on TV when it first came out, you could not interrupt that man when that show was on.
That was when I was just a kid, 19
work?
years old.
Donna says she loves your shirt too.
Thank you. We got this at Hanger, what?
25.
Hanger, no, it's on the back. What's the hanger?
No, it says Big Springs Army Bombardier School.
Yeah, we got this at Big Springs Army Bombardier School.
It was a
Harvest Host site. Highly suggest that. It's a great place. Oh, look at that hawk. Wow, big bird just flew by, but thank you so much.
Oh, Billy. Arnold and Josie said, I used to Mirandize my dogs. Yeah, if your dogs are anything like Abby, doesn't do much good. Billy, maybe.
I wonder if they pled the fifth, if they took the fifth on it.
Yeah, I think so. Mike Bailey, I think that's a new name.
Yeah.
Mike Bailey, hi
yeah.
Mike.
Hey Mike,
welcome.
Thanks for joining us.
He asks, did you guys move to a Class A RV?
We did.
We did.
Yeah.
Just for our needs in the way that we are living and working now, it just fits us a lot better.
It was really weird the way it happened. We decided we'd just go kind of look around, toying with the idea, not expecting to actually buy one. And
let's put it this way, I put a dollar limit and said this is all we could spend on it because we're not financing.
Yeah.
And I really didn't expect anything that would fit our needs to fall within that.
Yeah, it was one of those things where it was just meant to be chosen for us. It has all kinds of solar. It's just a boondocking beast, and we are loving it.
Oh my goodness, Floyd the dog has my dream vehicle. I think.
Oh yeah.
I think.
Corvette.
They're restoring. Well, yeah, that's my dream. They're restoring a 1975 GMC motorhome.
Oh wow.
We wanted those in the worst way.
Yeah.
When we were in El Paso, before we even got the little guy, we were looking all over the place, and there was one in El Paso, but it was just so far gone. And the previous owner had retrofitted the engine and the wiring in such a weird way. We could have never.
The guy was a brilliant mechanic. He was actually an aviation engineer by trade, and he had done some really cool stuff to it, but nobody would be able to work on it except him.
No, but I love those, so I cannot wait to see what you've done with your GMC model.
Very cool, very cool.
We saw a really cool one in Sedona, remember?
Yeah, yeah.
It was a blue and silver one, and they're from Wisconsin.
Mm-hmm.
And they had redone the whole thing, even put a little, it's almost like a little, what do you call those, wood-burning stoves, but it had these special pellet-type bricks that you put in it, and it was really small, and it didn't take a lot of room, but it put out a lot of heat, which I thought was cool.
They did a nice job on that restoration. There's actually a YouTube video out there. We saw it later, and I can't remember what it was called or anything, but we saw a YouTube video on it.
That's true. So Arnold and Josie said, my first salary as a police officer, I thought I was doing it for free.
Yeah, you know what? Here's a quick.
You don't get paid a lot.
Here's a quick little story. I was in Vegas, and for career day for my daughter, went in there with the car, everything, just kids checking everything out, looking at all the equipment, and of course they're interested in the gun, and we're talking about, I'm talking about the radio. This is my 911, that sort of stuff,
Mm-hmm.
But one of the kids asks me, this is in when was that, Kerry? The 97, 98, maybe early 2000?
Yeah, early 2000, because we had just moved out
probably
here.
2000, 2001-ish. One of the kids asked me, so how much do you make? I said, well, a rookie police officer get out of the academy can make $42,000 a year. And he's like, that's all? And then I'm like, well, there's night differential, there's Sunday pay, holiday pay.
He's justifying it to
I'm justifying it to a fourth grader. I was like, oh my goodness. Okay.
So Two Doves is reporting that we keep freezing on them. I don't know if we're freezing for anybody else, so let us know and we'll see if there might be anything we can do.
Well, you guys are at the beach, so they may have bad connection. But anybody else, let us know if we're having problems there. Oh, look at that old vet, babe. There is a custom car show going on, an old Woody wagon there. there's a custom car show going on here in Vegas, and Boulder City, and there's amazing vehicles driving by right now.
So Mary wants to know, are you guys seeing a lot of restored trailers, motorhomes, etc. out there? Yes, and we've even seen some cool schoolies.
Yeah.
Which I love schoolies.
Yeah,
Because you can do so much with them.
By far, you'll see the restored vehicles more when you're boondocking or more when you're at Harvest Hosts than you will if you're at a campground. But you're starting to see more and more of them in the campground as well.
You know, that's what's interesting, because a lot of the campgrounds you will find that they're saying, vehicles 10 years or older are either not allowed, or you have to submit paperwork or pictures and get approval. And we've driven by a couple of those places. So the Oasis RV Resort here in Las Vegas that we stayed at had that rule, but we saw quite a few older ones that weren't in pristine condition. But I think for the average RVer, you don't want to have to go through all that hassle just to go get a reservation. So you'll look to the places that either don't have that, or you'll boondock somewhere if there's a boondocking location, especially if you're only going for a night or two. You just don't want to have to deal with that.
I think that that's something that you need to be aware of when you're buying a vehicle, when you're looking at an RV.
Yes.
I think you need to kind of look and think, what kind of camping do you like to do? If you like these mega resorts where there's a lot of people and a lot of really cool amenities and a lot of cool events, but again, a lot of people kind of crammed in by each other, then yeah, you might want to worry about it. But if you're kind of thinking, man, I think I'd rather be out boondocking, I think I'd rather be out at the state parks.
Yeah, state parks, they don't have the rules.
County parks, national parks. I think then it's not such a big deal. It was a big deal for us. We were worried about it when we first started doing this, and had we known then what we know now, it would have been not an issue.
Right, and that's just by default. Even though with the little guy, because it was new, we could stay anywhere, and that's why we tried to stay at all different types of places, just to get a feel for what we like. We found we tend to like the state parks because you do get more room when you're in the state park areas. They're very pet friendly, more so than I think some of the national parks, where the national parks you can go somewhere and camp with your dogs, but then the dogs can't go with you when you go and explore all this stuff. And for us, the little guy was just too small for us to leave Billy and Abby in for any length of time.
Yeah, there were some issues, that and work issues and stuff, so it made sense.
But no, that is something that you should be aware of. For example, Route 66 RV Resort, we did a review on that.
Yeah.
We were able to stay there. We got a call from Carlos.
Yeah, who is the manager there, the operations manager.
And he invited us back for this big celebration.
Yeah, he was going to comp us and everything.
But our vehicle's too old now.
Yeah.
So
well, I don't know about that. We didn't even tell him that.
No, we didn't even tell him.
It is 10 years old, but we're not going to be anywhere near the Albuquerque area, so that's why we decided not to go back there. But had we decided that, hey, we'd love to get comped, we'd love to do another video there, it might have been an issue.
Yeah.
We would have had to at least tell him and explain it to him. He may have said, you can park all the way in the back. Something like that. But, behind the dog washing area.
So that is one of the things when you do buy an older RV. And long honeymoon, they even ran into an issue with their Airstream. Now, Airstreams, the models look exactly the same from 40 years ago to now. Yeah. I mean, but yet if theirs was too old, you could potentially get denied, which is a whole nother ball of yarn, I think. Stacy said, I know we all here hit the like button, but the other 19 people need to hit it too. So thank you, Stacy.
Much appreciated. Thank you everybody else who hit that like button. It really helps this video get out to anybody who might be searching for the RV lifestyle, and it's a great way to support us.
So talk about support. Floyd the dog with the GMC. They have our new neighborhood blog, and they're going to follow their restoration journey and everything to check and see it. So I know I'm going to check it out, so everybody can check that out as well.
We'll subscribe or follow however it's done. I don't know how they have it set up, but we will be following.
Deborah Cadabra says, my dad was Air Force 2, retired after 20 years, then worked for GSA.
Awesome.
Thank you for his service.
Tell him thank you for his service.
Yes. Man, 20 years, we should have stayed in the Air Force.
You know, I was in such a hurry to be a real cop If I would have stayed in 20, I could have stayed in 20, got a full retirement, and then become a real cop after that. Man.
With rank.
And I'd be retired again already. I did not think that stuff through.
No, you didn't.
Oh, well.
That's all right. We're where we were supposed to be.
Yeah.
So.
Everything happens for a reason.
You can see Billy agrees, and she's Johnny. So Arnold and Josie said, my appearances at elementary schools, I felt like Arnold Schwarzenegger in Kindergarten Cop, waiting for someone to say, maybe it's a tumor.
It's not a tumor.
Go thin blue. Yes.
Oh,
I
man.
could never win when it was, what was it, career day or things like that, because I worked in an office environment. So do we take mom to work and let her talk about that, where she could hand out paper clips and post-it notes, or a dad and he can drive up in the police car with all the lights?
Even later, when I was here at Hoover, I was on the rope and rappel rescue team. So the kids would come out here and we'd all rappel in, so they all thought that was cool. But later on, when the kids got older, Kerry got a super cool job as a fundraiser. That doesn't sound very cool, but the people that she had professional football players that went to the college. She had Hollywood producers, Hollywood actors. Yeah, I kind of fizzled out after that.
I had to even it out a little bit. And I even got to take Brett to work with me one time to do that.
Yeah,
so
Brett went and interviewed Matt Tolmack, who, if you don't recognize the name, you'll recognize his movies. All the Spider-Man movies, the Venom movie that just came out.
Jumanji.
The new Jumanjis that are out. Big name.
Yes. So I had fun with that.
Yeah, in the end, you win.
So we've been getting, Deborah's telling everybody, am I the only one who's hitting like? Come on, road crew. So Arnold and Josie said, done, Deborah.
Thank you, Deborah.
And let's see. She's talking to Donna. Met the kid who coined that phrase, the tumor thing.
Yeah.
I think about she met the kid who coined that phrase about the difference between boys and girls at a recent.
You know what? I was gonna say that. Boys have, but I just couldn't. I didn't know if it would go over well, so I'm glad you brought it up. That was one of the more funny phrases during that era.
So Rod's here. Hi, Rod.
Hey, Rod. Yeah, I saw something about development work. I said that's either a fundraiser or somebody that worked with Kerry.
Now, Rod has a story from fundraising that I'll never forget, and I always thought it was hilarious, about the time he went to go visit this one gentleman, and they had trouble getting, it was either a cat or a dog, and they couldn't find it before the wife got home. And so the donor was like, you need to help me find this animal before my wife gets here. So they searched everywhere, and then they found it right before the wife got home, but they were covered in dog hair. And so the gentleman opened up the closet, and it was just filled with lint rollers. He's like, here, take it. Hurry up, get it down.
Cover the evidence.
So people don't understand what fundraisers do have to go through.
Yeah.
But he got the gift, so that was important. Big fluffy white $1,200 kitty is what it was. So I still remember that to this day. Hey, Carl.
Carl, shaka brother.
So we've got a little break. So I'm all caught up.
Okay, good.
With this. So is there anything upcoming that you wanted to share with everyone?
Boy, you put me on the spot here.
I know I did this so I can get a drink.
Yeah, we were trying to get out of here by Wednesday. It's looking like we may have to extend a little bit. The registration has not been received from Livingston, so even if it was received first thing tomorrow, we pay for overnight shipment. Wednesday, it won't get here until Wednesday, so we're stuck in Vegas for a little bit longer. It's good in a way because I still get to spend some more time with Dad, who's still recovering. My grandmother flies out, Tuesday, right? Wednesday. So we'll get to see her off. She's gonna go live a life of luxury with my mom in Florida, sitting by the pool, watching old reruns of Naked and Afraid. She loves that show.
I was like, I heard Naked. I'm like, what show is Tutu watching?
Yeah.
She likes that show, huh?
Yeah. So if everybody doesn't carry mentioning Tutu, that means grandma in Hawaiian, and that's what we call my grandmother, is Tutu.
Except when Russ would be in Wisconsin as a young child, he was embarrassed about the names. Whenever he was in public,
Grandma.
And of course, she didn't know.
She didn't respond to that. She's like, okay, that's not me. But yeah, you think about things like that. When I was a kid, how that I was ashamed of that. I'm almost, well, not almost. I'm proud of that now. I tell everybody, tutu, tutu. You know, it's part of our family heritage.
So one of the great things about RVing, and Russ is already putting our kids under pressure, because what prompted our initial conversations when we were talking about getting something bigger, he said, okay, Kiana's married now. They're talking about starting a family. Brett's going to be getting married. We need to have a bigger RV so we can take the grandchildren for the summer. Now, these are kids that haven't even been conceived yet, as far as we know. But he's already planned these great escapades, taking the children for the summer vacations and have all these grand plans for it.
Yeah, I look forward to it. I think it'll be a lot of fun. I think, you know, we're going to not only take the grandkids out and exploring the country and seeing all of these amazing sights and all, but
hey, Arnold and Josie.
Bye, guys. But building memories, and also I'm thinking about doing something like Tuesday night hot dog night, like midnight grilling hot dogs or something. I saw it on some movie. I can't remember the name of the movie, but I thought it was super cool.
Was it an RV movie?
No, it was not. But it's just what you're doing is cool.
Well, I have seen, and I think what really got me thinking about it was when we were at the Escapade, and you saw a bunch of kids, and this was in the middle of the school year. So yeah, there are some full-time families out there, but there's not a lot, not for this many kids that were out there. And you saw a lot of them with their grandparents. And I think that is just a fantastic way. And with the cost of daycare nowadays for people, to have their grandparents be able to take them for these summers and be able to go out and do these adventures, I think is really cool. And we've got, you know, even with the little guy Max, you've seen some families where they have just the small kid. I think the small kid would be easier to manage than Abby in that regard.
Yeah. They listen better. Well, I don't know. I haven't. Who knows? All right. I just saw a comment come by.
You did?
Yes.
So it was Mary. She said, where are you guys? Whose yard are you sitting in? We're not in a yard. We're in a park.
Here, I'm going to show you guys here.
All right.
So we're in Boulder City, and we're at a park. This actually is a park that I used to metal detect a lot of and found a lot of old silver dimes and wheat pennies and stuff. But let me
be careful.
spin you around here a little bit here. So this is the actual. So you can see it does look like we're in a neighborhood. Still looks like we're in a neighborhood, but right there is the rest of the park. Beautiful little park. It's been here since the 1930s, and we just thought it'd be a great place to come sit. I've been in this park a lot metal detecting, but I never realized that all the benches face the neighborhood. They don't face the you know, the park and what's going on out there.
You were really smart with that, because I was thinking you were going to pick up the whole tripod and like physically turn it around.
You know,
I didn't think you could swivel it.
It's weird how sometimes
Technology.
You don't take the path of least resistance. There's sometimes that I do something or you do something, I was like, wow, that's really smart. I would have never thought about that, and that just happened here with you and I.
Buddy the Jeep Dog, I was just talking about you.
Yes, we were talking about you yesterday.
I think you were at Florida State University. If I got it wrong, don't kill me. With the band playing in the background, I was listening to that, and Russ was like,
you better hope it wasn't
to?
Miami.
I know. No, it wasn't Miami.
Okay.
It said, hi guys, my daughter graduated. Oh, Florida State University.
Nice.
Yes, I got it right.
Congratulations to you and your daughter.
Showed them your video from the car museum in Tallahassee. They took my father-in-law there yesterday, and they loved it. Thank you. Oh, I'm glad you had a good time there. I'm so excited that you got a graduate in your house.
Yes, yes. We know exactly how you feel. Our son graduated last May, and such a great feeling, such a great time, and I'm very happy for you. But yeah, that Tallahassee Motor Museum, they have everything. They have so many amazing cars and motorcycles and boat engines and knives and guns and all that stuff. It's just, you could spend days there.
It's a lot more than just an automobile museum.
Yeah.
I think that, you know, baseball, they have Hollywood memorabilia,
oh, they've got
Batman stuff, everything.
We're going back again. We need to spend more time there. Plus, it's a great harvest host area.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, the people there were fantastic.
Space. Yeah.
When we went, we were the only people there, and I don't know if it's because it was, February?
It could have been.
So it might have just been the time of year where you might see a lot more people with the nicer weather. But especially in an area like Florida where you have so many tourists, and at least for us, when we were looking for campgrounds, they were so expensive that time of year that you're paying an awful lot. You could pretty much travel all around Florida and just stay at different harvest hosts.
Florida has some amazing harvest hosts. Some of our favorite harvest hosts were all in Florida. They also, next time we go, we need to try those equestrian use areas. Those are free. I think you just pay a
permit fee.
It's a very cheap permit fee.
I think it's like $15, but then you have the permit, and then you
it's
can
a one-time
stay at these.
fee, right?
Kate and KV stayed at a few of them, I believe, with their little guy when they went. But there are so many outside of the box type of opportunities that you can stay and still enjoy Florida. I mean, other places as well, but Florida in particular, just because that was one of our first experiences, trying to navigate and trying to get last minute RV spots in Florida in February. Not the easiest thing to do.
I'm reading ahead of you.
Stop reading ahead of me. Deborah said, at first I thought you were mooch docking somewhere. No mooch docking. We just got outside of it.
You sound like that's a bad thing. I'd be down for mooch docking anytime.
I'm down for mooch docking, but for right now, I'm kind of proud that when we can cut down the cost.
Well, mooch docking's free.
Well, I feel bad now. We are so much bigger. To mooch dock on somebody's
It's a
property
little
now
bit more difficult
would be,
now.
I think, a little bit more of an imposition.
Yeah.
So, but we wouldn't have to plug in. So
That's
we're
true.
cheap. We just need space.
Yeah, we need a lot of space
We need
now.
space. Yeah, and Buddy, the Jeep dog, said, yep, they were dog friendly too, which
Yes,
that
that's right.
blew me away when they said, go get your dogs, bring them in, and they gave them dog treats.
Yes, yes.
Did you say, I forget the woman's name, but she had purple hair. It might be a different color
Yeah, I
now.
can't remember her
She
name.
was so friendly.
Super nice lady there.
Jum Bink is here.
That's
hey,
what
Rod
I was
and Linda.
laughing at. Hey, Rod.
They have grass in Nevada.
Where?
Here, that's
Yeah.
it. See, we found the only patch of grass that's real grass.
So it's Boulder City, and if you're not gambling, or if you're in Vegas to gamble, there's no reason to come to Boulder City, because Boulder City's, I think, the only city in Nevada where you're not allowed to gamble. There are no gambling establishments here. There's one which used to be called the Gold Strike. I think it's called the Hacienda now. And then there's Railroad Pass, both on either side of Boulder City.
Right on the outskirts.
Yeah, when you come into Boulder City, there's no gambling.
Oh, and Railroad Pass got a complete renovation.
Makeover, yeah.
I mean, complete. It's barely recognizable. What's the one right next to the helicopter tour place?
Oh, that's Hacienda.
Okay, that's Hacienda, and then you've got that one. But
of
them.
It used to be called the Gold Strike Casino.
That's right.
Are you allergic to something?
I
hear
think
you
so.
Sniffling.
Yeah, there's something. I'm not used to grass anymore around here. I've been in the desert for so long. But yeah, it's got to be something. Oh, I just heard music.
Yeah, you probably got some pollens going or something.
Oh, well, I should take some Benadryl or something.
There you go.
And then I'll fall asleep, take
Yeah.
a nap. Two Doves said they're doing another escaper conversion in Santa Fe. Ace needs to redeem himself. He's got to blow out his other knee getting out of bed, so you got to watch out.
Have
You
fun
gotta
there,
be
guys.
careful. Donna said, if I had this space, you could come to my place anytime, perhaps in the future. Oh,
Thank you, Donna. Much appreciated.
Yeah, I think that's one of the things now with just our space, because you even talked about going back to Mom's. We wouldn't fit in that little side part of the driveway. We would take up the whole driveway.
Yeah.
So I would feel bad doing something
Yeah, I think
like
if we
that.
go back to visit, not if, but when we go back to visit Mom, we'll probably stay at that county park just down the road.
All right, Lewis said he has to leave. The storm is getting worse. Check my Instagram later. I'll post some pics.
Man, Lewis, stay
Be
safe.
safe. Don't put yourself in danger for the pictures, but yeah, be safe. But I will like to look at those pictures because
Yeah.
I love storms.
Oh, I know. Yeah. I don't like storms where trees are falling down, though. So be safe, brother. Appreciate it.
Hey, Kate and KV are here
Hey,
from
guys.
Georgia. Hey, guys.
We were just talking about you guys. We were
Their
talking.
ears were ringing.
Yeah, we were talking about the equestrian use areas in Florida and how we hadn't had a chance to use that. but
Maybe you
had.
can chime in. How much does it cost for the permit? Because I remembered reading when I was looking into those that you had to get some sort of permit, but I never got one. So I don't. If you could chime in with that information, we could pass that along to everyone.
Mm-hmm.
Arkansas Traveler said, just realized today is Cinco de Mayo. Everyone get a margarita today. Well, they told us, so we have to.
Yeah, well, we have to park the car first
Oh, yeah. Well,
because we're about 20 miles away from
yeah,
the.
but it doesn't have to be right now, but we can go back. We're right next to Sam's Town.
Yeah.
We can just walk over, get
Yeah.
our margarita,
Yeah.
and come on over. You know, surprisingly, where they had really good margaritas in El Paso at the stadium.
Oh yeah, I was gonna say, why is that surprising, El Paso? I mean, that's a Spanish
No,
drink.
but at a baseball
at the baseball stadium, yes, I remember.
And they were like that big, and they were huge. But they would also serve nachos out of dog bowls.
Yeah.
Because
Go
they were
Chihuahuas.
They were the Chihuahuas, so everything was dog themed, and you'd get the big dog bowls.
We'd
filled
hit
with your
about
chips.
5 games a year over there.
I love going to baseball
Oh,
games too.
I love minor league baseball
Billy's
games.
leaving me. I guess I'm getting too hot. She's going over to you. So gotta go. Happy travels from Adventures in Nomadness. Bye,
Hey,
guys.
thanks
Have
for
a
joining
happy
us.
Sunday. Donna said no alcohol here. So we'll have an extra one for you. We'll bite the bullet for you.
Twist my
So
arm.
Kate said, when you had your LGM measured, how tall was it?
It was 9 foot 11 inches.
There we go.
Yep, but now keep this in
I
mind.
couldn't remember that.
A lot of times you've got 9 feet 11 inches, and just keep in mind though that roads are not always 100% flat. Take into consideration some bumps on the road. Yeah, Billy was like, "What's that?" So I would be safe and give yourself about 2 inches. I would consider anything under or anything 1001 and below. I'm sorry. Safe wise, I don't know what I'm saying. Just remember, roads are bumpy. Billy got me flustered because she was trying to kiss me and all.
Donna said, when in Vegas, get your margaritas inside, not from the outside carts. Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
How old is Billy? So Billy is 6 years old. We adopted her about 2 years ago from the Animal Rescue League in El Paso. And I'll tell you, if you are ever looking for a great charity to give to, we got Abby from there as well. We volunteered there for a period of time, and just they are the best group
get in
of
the
people
shade.
there. So I can't say enough good things about the Animal Rescue League of El Paso, so
Yes,
check them
our
out
lab.
when you get a chance.
Very good people.
KV said, we camped in the Southwest Florida Water District for free, registered online, made online reservations for free. Oh, very cool. See, we learned something new every day. Yeah, I am totally allergic to something out
Do you
here.
want me to take over moderation?
Yeah, you can. Here.
Okay. I've had that where I've been all sniffly before. Let's see. Okay. Two Dove Nation. I took Amanda to a baseball game. She read the whole time. Yeah. Well, you know.
Maybe she was reading the program about the players
Or,
and the stats.
yeah, maybe she wasn't reading. Maybe she was scoring. Maybe she had a scorecard and was
Yeah.
scoring the game. It's one thing I love to do. I don't typically like to watch baseball, but I love to listen to it on the radio. And when I listen to it on the radio, I really like scoring the game.
And you just found out that you can, instead of trying to get the old radio and tune it in, see what games come in, you can get it all on your phone.
I got
now.
an app on my phone that I can pick my favorite teams, and it'll let me know when they all start. It'll give me 3 radio stations that I can choose from. Well, 6 actually, 3 for each team. So if you're an Orioles fan or a Brewers fan, you can pick, okay, I want to listen to this game live, and it's all free, and I want to listen to the Orioles team announcers. Let's see here. So Donna Delhante says, your fur babies are so cute. If you come through Phoenix, Scottsdale and need a sitter, let me know. Fenced in yard.
Ooh.
Well, thank you so
Be
much.
careful what you offer. We may take you up on that.
Mary says, spent all day yesterday watching our grandson play baseball. I can't think of a better way to spend the day.
Yeah, that would be fun.
And A says, nope, it was a romantic book. Yeah.
Well, maybe she was reading Outlander, and then in which case that is totally allowed.
Yes. Outlander is Carrie's thing there. I'm constantly getting compared to Jamie, and I come up short.
No, he comes up short, babe. Don't
Oh,
worry.
really?
Yes.
Okay. Well, that was nice. Thank you for lying. Let's see here. Deborah Cadabra says, big baseball fan here too. Awesome.
I cannot watch baseball on TV, but I love going to baseball games.
Yeah, the atmosphere is
Yeah,
very
I
cool.
think that's what it is. It's the atmosphere, and they've really done it. One, they're affordable for families. So a family can definitely go there and enjoy themselves. And then you also have, well, they're all the time. Don't they have games like every day of the week?
Yeah.
So you can, whatever day of the week you can make it, so that way if you're working Sunday or Thursdays on football, you're just kind of out of luck. But they're very family oriented, and they give away free t-shirts. They shoot at you from the big bazooka guns.
Yeah, I used to watch baseball a lot when I was a kid growing up, and that's when I used to score. And now I haven't been watching it so much, but I want to get back into listening to it. I don't like watching on TV, but I love listening to it on the radio. Let's see here. Donna says, well, come on down.
There we go. Wait, it's getting hot there. We have to head north, but on our way back.
Let's see here. KV says, watched your magnet fishing vid. Through your interaction with Border Patrol was respectful. Not sure what some peeps are unhappy with, but you can't please everyone. Thank you. And yeah, I pretty much figured that as much, but there are a lot of people saying that I gave up rights, or that I kowtowed to the man, I guess. But no, I think it just comes down to when we're in a hobby like that, like with metal detecting and with magnet fishing. Some people don't understand the hobby, and some people are against it for any reason or another. You always have to be above and beyond when it comes to showing respect, not only for the people that you might run into, but also for the land or the waters that you're in. You always want to be a good ambassador of that hobby.
Well, not only that, but with RVing as well. So if you're out on BLM land, or you're even at state parks, if you get approached by law enforcement, don't assume that they're there to yell at you or have an infraction, because you never know.
That reminds me, I used to have so many people that would talk themselves into a ticket. I'd pull up, they'd be doing something wrong, and I wasn't going to write them, because the way I looked at it is, if I can get the message across in a positive way and not ruin your day by giving you a citation and giving you that has a fee involved, but having a good conversation, it does the same thing. It actually does better, because you walk away feeling good about your law enforcement contact. So I would get up there, okay, I'm just going to educate this person and I'm out. But they would talk themselves into a ticket. And what I mean by talking themselves into a ticket, I'd walk up, hi, my name's Officer Belbarona. What the F are you doing here? Get the F, blah, 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 blah. I'd be like, all right, there's no talking with this person. They've already shown me that. So I would be like, I'll be right back with your citation.
I got him going again. I'm sorry.
KV says something about Border Patrol, unhappy peeps, agree with you about respect for them. Donna gave us 2 thumbs up. Two Doves Nation agrees that they did that I did the right thing and to be respectful. And Donna Delahunty, Russ, you are so smart. I wish I were, but
He is. He's very smart.
you know what it is? I learned from my mistake, and I made some big mistakes over the years.
But you know what? That's the thing, though. That shows the level of intelligence. It's okay to make mistakes.
Yeah.
But as long as you learn from them and move on from them, that's what I always try to tell the kids. People that haven't made mistakes, one, don't really exist.
They're lying to you.
But they're also less interesting people.
Yeah.
I mean, we could have been making a mistake by walking away from what everybody saw as the normal way of living. But this has been such a memorable, the last 6.5, 7 months has been some of the most memorable times. I almost feel bad that we didn't get to do this when the kids were younger.
Yeah, like Chuck said, us, these people that are out here in an RV, whether it's full-time or not, when you're out in your RV, you're escaping, that zombie humdrum of going to work every day, and you just feel more alive and more open.
I think the Japanese have this thing where they call it tree therapy or something like that, where they will actually prescribe people to go out and get into the woods and go into the forest and just be around the trees and nature and all that other stuff.
So Bodie Miller's in the house.
Hi, Bodie.
He says, that's how we learn. That's a cool name. That's like a NASCAR name. I love that name. Bodie Miller. Mm-hmm. A NASCAR name, or like a Southern quarterback, from maybe Ole Miss or something?
It's way too late, but if we had another kid, I'd probably name the kid Bodie. Bodie Belbarona.
Oh, yeah, that is a good one. Wow. Let's see, Donna saying she can't wait to hit the road. We can't wait till you hit the road too, and share some of, whether it's through video, whether it's through social media, Instagram, Facebook, whatever, YouTube. We would love to see what you're doing out there on the road, Donna. Let's see here.
I do want to put out there while Russ is reviewing this stuff. So we did have somebody comment before about our locations when we boondock or when we camp, that we don't put our GPS coordinates and whatnot. Now, in the past, we did occasionally, and it wasn't that we were trying to hide where we were at all, but we would say we found this on Compendium, or we found it through whatever app that we found it. And if you had just looked through those apps, you would have been easily able to figure out where we were. But I started this last week. So if you check in the description from yesterday's video, I did put the GPS location of where we boondocked last week, as well as the campground that we're at now. And I will try my best to do that for each of the locations that we go to from now on. And if for some reason I forget it, call me out on it. Say, hey, Kerry, I wanted to know where you guys stayed at. Didn't see it in this one. Just let me know and I'll make sure to get it out to you.
Let's see, Floyd the dog says, heading down to change the gate valve in RV. Oh, fun.
What's the gate valve?
Oh, and wife says, get a rope and magnet, you're in trouble. It is an addicting hobby. I was into metal detecting and we'd throw iron targets away all day long, but now we wouldn't even dig them. Oh, that's iron. I'm not going to dig it.
He actually found an iPad.
I did. I found, if you check out
it doesn't work, but he found an iPad.
Found an iPad. I found some really good knives over the years.
Yeah, he found this knife. It was a pocket knife, right?
Yep.
And it looked gross and disgusting, and it smelled because it had been sitting in the bottom
down
of
in
this
the muck.
lake
Yep.
for a long time. But we cleaned it up, and it's a beautiful little pocket knife. Russ was going to sell it on eBay when we were getting ready to leave, and then I said, no, this is a perfect size for me, so I wound up keeping it.
Let's see, Mary says, our daughter and son-in-law are becoming empty nesters, trying to convince them to get out and travel while you can and be active and
yes.
hike. Yeah, I agree.
We had a story of, 4 years ago. We had taken a car trip from Nevada to Wisconsin, and we did the northern route. We went through the city of Deadwood in South Dakota.
Beautiful.
And there was a graveyard where you could go see Calamity Jane, her grave, as well as Seth Bullock.
Seth Bullock, that was the name.
And
he's way up there.
Yes.
You better be in shape.
You have to walk up this really windy path, and we were about halfway up, and Russ is like, I'm out of shape. We probably shouldn't do it. I said, well, we're only going to probably be in worse shape the next time we come back, so we might as well commit to it now. You just never know what you'll be like in the future. You could be in better shape. Who knows? But, yeah, just get out and do it. There's a million reasons why you could say you shouldn't do things.
So, yeah, if you get to go to Deadwood, visit that. I can't remember the name of that cemetery, but Seth Bullock is there, as well as who's the Buffalo Bill Cody, right? Buffalo Bill is there. Is what's her name there? Calamity Jane there.
Yeah,
too?
I remember Calamity Jane. I didn't remember Buffalo Bill.
Yeah, Buffalo Bill's there. It's an amazing, beautiful cemetery, but it is a hike. It's built on the mountain, and Seth Bullock is all the way up at the top.
I'll be your Huckleberry.
No, that's not him.
No, but that's what I always think of. Who was that?
That was Doc Holliday.
Oh, Doc Holliday. I like Doc Holliday.
Yeah, especially the way how Val Kilmer played him.
Oh, he was awesome.
So smooth and so cool. You know, it's one thing that I learned in law enforcement. It's not those loudmouths that you got to worry about because they're just putting on a front. It's the quiet guy. It's the Doc Holliday type of guy that just makes I'll be your Huckleberry. That guy you need to watch for. Let's see here. What do you do with a waterlogged iPod? Nothing. You show it on YouTube and then kind of throw it away afterwards.
And say, look what I can find in the water.
Yeah, exactly.
And you know that was a moment of somebody being incredibly upset. When they dropped that iPad in the water, that was a bad day.
I think it was actually stolen, is what I think. Is somebody just tossed it in there.
Yeah,
because nowadays with the whole locate my iPad.
That's true.
Donna Del Gente's talking about Tombstone, Arizona is good. Boot Hill Cemetery. Arkansas Traveler says your safety is paramount. I'm sure people understand not sharing your locations. I was thinking it was Mount Moriah Cemetery. I think you're right. It had an M. You're probably right. Beautiful. Man, we got to get back through there.
And it was so cool. I mean, I think we went there in June, and everywhere else was very warm.
Yeah.
But as soon as you got up into, or isn't it down like in a little?
Yeah, it's in the Black Hills though.
Yeah, so I mean it's a very protected area weather-wise, so that it's very temperature controlled. So
I'm starting to get the sniffles now.
I know, you caught it. So if you go there during the summer, they've kept the downtown area pretty much the way it looked way back then. Were we traveling with a dog then?
No.
I'm trying to remember why we didn't go into as many buildings, but we
Yeah.
want to go back there, so we're going to be checking that out too.
Yeah, I think we were just trying to get through. You had to get to Wisconsin for work, so we didn't have a
that's
whole
right.
lot of time. I don't even think we spent the night in that area. We just moved through.
I just realized something.
What's that?
I get to spend my birthday for the first time in 12 years not working.
Yeah, yeah.
Always had to work at Beloit because they had homecoming right over during my birthday.
Yeah, her college that she worked at had homecoming during that time. And then what was the one in September during our
Homecoming.
anniversary? Okay, homecoming in September, and what was June and July?
Reunion.
Reunion. Yeah, Kerry worked our birthday or her birthday and our anniversary all the time. Let's see here. Ricardo Zubiate. I'm horrible with names.
Hi, Ricardo. That's the first time I've seen your name on
Thanks
here.
for joining us. He said, just started watching your channel and I'm really enjoying it. Looking forward to following you too. Ricardo, thank you so much for joining us, and thank you for popping in on our live chat. We love speaking with you guys.
Yeah, we enjoy having you here.
Yeah. Let's see here. Mary says, woohoo, Kerry. And Donna Delahente confirmed it is Mount Moriah Cemetery in South Dakota. She just Googled it.
Google is so amazing.
Everybody's welcoming Ricardo to our live chat. Ricardo, if you haven't already noticed, we do these live chats every Sunday at 1 p.m. Eastern.
And everybody gets to know one another.
Yes.
And talk amongst each other. You're officially part of the road crew now.
Yes.
And it's just a great chance for everybody to kind of take a little bit of time from their busy week. And whether you're RVing already or you want to RV, this is a place where we can just all kind of talk about that and anything else that pops into our heads.
Yeah, and we do it again Friday nights, 8 p.m. Eastern. Let's see, Stacy Forrest says, I just found out season 1 and 2 of Outlander are coming to Netflix May 27th. You have to watch that. My mom will be excited. She hasn't seen it. Let's see here.
I mean, reading the books is fantastic because they do a great job on the videos, but it's kind of like the Harry Potter books where they include so much, but every now and then some of the characters that make just a minor appearance, you know that much more about them and their backstory going into it. But yes, fantastic series all the way.
That's what it was. Wild Bill Hickok, Donna, not, I think I said Buffalo Bill Cody. It was Wild Bill Hickok, you're right. Let's see here.
Yeah, because wasn't he the one that was shot at the bar there in Deadwood? Okay.
Yep. Mary says she'll mark her calendar for Outlander.
And for those of you who have Showtime, it's already on Showtime.
Is this season 1 or 2 of hashtag Road Crew, hashtag Road We Roam? I'm not sure. Season 2?
We are in season 2 now. So Russ had decided when we wrapped up with the little guy that was season 1. And then now we're kind of on a new story arc as we develop. And really, it's kind of thrown us for a loop because it was not planned. So now we're just kind of rethinking, what our overall goals were, because we had such a hard and fast plan with our little guy. And we found out when we went to go boondock in Pahrump, our accessibility is...
Okay. I heard the water come out. I was like, we're about to get nailed. But it's behind us. So it's not the park water. It's this house behind us.
Abby, you can't see her, but she's like keeping an eye on it. But it will cool everything down here.
So let's see here. A lot of people are saying they love the Outlander.
Yeah.
Donna says, hey guys, hit that like button. Support the roads we roam.
Please.
Thank you, Donna. Let's see here. Ace is super excited for Outlander 2. I'm sure that's Amanda saying that.
No, it's Ace.
Ricardo is thanking us and everyone else for welcoming them. You'll find that we have some great people, a lot of fun in these chats, and you'll see them. Go ahead, sneeze, babe.
No.
And you'll see that,
So do it right in the mic.
that there's a lot of chat going on even before we start these. So if you want to come in early and chit chat back and forth, feel free to do that.
Yeah, we will usually post an hour before, just as a reminder to let people know about the live streams. So at any point within that hour, you can get on and you can start chatting with other people as well.
So KB's asking if we are still going to, I'm sorry, Kate Lyons is asking if we're still going to Alaska.
So we had talked about this a little bit on Friday. Yes, we have plans to go to Alaska, but because we have the new vehicle and we found a couple little minor things wrong with it, we feel that to push forward on the schedule we originally had with the little guy would be a little bit precarious because we don't know. Our vehicle is 20 years old.
So basically, we're going to slow our roll
We're going
a
to
little
slow.
bit.
We're going to head north from here, but we're taking advantage of an opportunity that presented itself. So we've had a lot of people ask us, how do you earn money as full-time RVers on the road? And we've talked before about work camping. We are going to, or as Russ said on Friday, I am going to try a work camping opportunity just outside of West Yellowstone, or just outside of Yellowstone.
Yeah.
Just to see what the experience is like, so we can let people know how the process works. And we're going to take that money and help buy a tow behind vehicle for our. We have the truck right now. But we will be getting rid of it. Before we leave Vegas.
It's just one more facet that we don't know about that we will know about here soon.
Yes.
And we get asked about work camping a lot, and we always hate giving information that we researched and we don't have firsthand knowledge about. Plus, I'd be lying if I didn't say I've never been to Yellowstone. I really have only driven through Montana very quickly. So I'm looking forward to hunkering down just for a little bit and spending some time there. We're very close to Old Faithful in that area. So I'm looking forward to it. Boy, my sneeze is coming out. There's definitely something in the air here that is affecting us. Let's see here. Let's catch up on some stuff. Donna is hoping you get some relief soon. She says that's smart about slowing down a little bit, making sure the rig is good. Well,
the little guy we had we were on the road nonstop for 6 months, so we knew what the
we knew its condition.
We knew its condition. We knew what we could put it through, and we knew what type of terrain, how long we could travel, how long we could boondock with it.
Yep.
We knew it in and out. We don't know our new rig, and I think for us to hit some of those stretches of Alaska without truly knowing our rig, it's just a recipe for disaster.
Okay,
so
let's see here.
We want that.
Donna says, or I'm sorry, not Donna, Mary says, going to say goodbye till next time. Have a great week and safe travels. Thank you, Mary, so much. We look forward to seeing you soon. Let's see here. Guys, we just went over our hour. We're going to be saying goodbye here in a second, but however, we will hang around, make sure we get any last quick comments,
or questions,
tips, questions, anything like that. And I'm going to get caught up here. Kate Lyons is asking when we will be in the Yellowstone area.
We probably by the 3rd week of May.
Yep. And then let's see here. Donna says, please remind me how I can email or message you off of YouTube. So you can get a hold of us on theroadsweroam.com. You can leave a voicemail, which is just like calling on a phone, or you can hit our contact page there, and that'll email us. But our email is also Russ and Kerry at theroadsweroam.com.
So RUSSANDKERRY at theroadsweroam.com.
Or you can just go to our website and click the contact page.
That's a long email to type in.
Let's see here. 3 for the Road says we plan on work camping as well. Julie Anderson's here.
Hi, Julie.
I haven't seen her, so I'm glad you're here. She says Yellowstone is great. Been there many times. I've not been there. Stacy Forrest says, gotta run. Have a great Cinco de Mayo, guys. Cheers. Hi. And pollen is really bad here as well.
Yeah, I haven't dealt with that in a while.
Donna's saying goodbye to everybody. Goodbye, Donna. Thank you so much. We truly enjoy you joining us. Arkansas Traveler says, stay safe. Have fun.
Thanks for joining us today.
Deborah Cadabra says, take care, everyone, and have a great week. Two Doves Nation. See you guys on the road. Talk to you later. Mary is saying goodbye to Donna as well as the rest of the #road crew. Buddy the Jeep Dog. Bye, guys. Bye.
Give Buddy a kiss for us.
Chris Hansen says, take care. Thank you so much, Chris. You too. Kate L. says, bye, everybody. Get Bronson. Chuck says, see ya. Have a good Sunday. Thank you so much, Chuck. Again, guys, check out Chuck's channel. It is a little bit of a different flavor, as he says, than our channel, but he's one of those channels that I just truly enjoy because it's not just an RV. What you see when you watch his channel is really what Chuck is, and it's very fascinating.
And he's
great
got a
channel.
cute dog.
Yes, he's a good guy. Let's see here. Improv Debbie says, hey y'all. Hey Debbie. Let's see. Dream Fury, good to see you guys. Take care. Thank you so much.
Oh, I thought of you today because right before we started, I was sitting on the other side, and I was like, I didn't want to throw your head in this pit.
Dream Fury, you had one of the comments, one of the most funny comments we'd ever seen. The one about, wait, they're outside, Russ is on the left or something like that. And it says, blow my mind, or I'm freaking out, man. That's what it was, yeah. Judy Payne says, hey, just got here, LOL. I'm sorry, Judy, we are taking off, but thank you so much for joining us. You can catch up.
Judy.
Scott and Tammy, Where to Wander, says, hey, guys. Hey, guys. Let's see here. JT, howdy, JT and DT. Thank you so much, guys, for joining us.
Go down to the Chihuahua Stadium today and have a margarita for us.
Donna's asking, Chuck, what is his channel? It's Get Bronson. Get Bronson is what it is. Jen Goodyear says goodbye. Hey, Jen, so glad you could join us.
Thanks, Jen.
Dream Fury's laughing. Karen Ego, I lived in Bozeman 7 years, Yellowstone no less than 100 times. Wow. KV, will you be in Idaho?
It looks gorgeous. I can't wait to see everything there.
KV's asking if we'll be in Idaho or Wyoming. We're going through Idaho.
Yes.
Let's see. Shannon Meyer.
We don't have everything planned just yet, just because we're waiting for the tags for our trucks, so our travel is kind of up in the air.
Shannon Meyer says, hope you come on over to Idaho. We have some amazing things to see. Take your time. Take it all in. Very wise words.
That's the whole thing about RVing, too. I like being able to just take our time at places.
Not a problem, Donna. Scott and Tammy, Where to Wander. See you next time. Bye. And Donna Delahente, I think we'll end on this comment. Happy trails to you until we meet again. All right, guys, thank you so much. Again, we do this every Sunday at 1 p.m. Eastern. We also do it Friday at 8 p.m. Eastern. And
yes, so watch Game of Thrones tonight, and Friday night we will talk about all our crazy theories about what will happen in the next Sunday episode.
I forgot about that. I forgot. So we have great plans for tonight with Game of Thrones.